What really helped me was I was in a role where I used to interact with a lot of customers across the globe. And slowly I got to know the feeling how they are going through when they experience the product and how we can make it better for them. Hi, my name is Ajay Sharma. I'm a technology product manager. I've been this way for past 5 years. And I've been in industry for almost 21 years. I work for a company which produces cloud software company. Yeah, so this role is pretty interesting and very close to me. And as you know, I've been working on multiple roles. I joined as a test support engineer, where I used to interact with multiple facts. Then I do on your key role, where I was testing the quality of the software. Now, even in this role, I used to interact with a lot of customers, and what I got to know is that there's something wrong in our product. That's like a two colleague or technical support engineers they were trying to reach, and we are trying to make the quality of the product software. So, what will happen if I move my role from the quality testing engineer to the person who makes the product or the person who designs the product itself? So I can take care of things like, from the design perspective to the rollout perspective to the testing to everything till the market, deliver to the market strategy. And then I joined on this course. I saw that the faculty has industry practice. Yeah, they have been industry leaders and they have been practicing this product management. They are not some kind of a bookish or professor or lecturer who brings on the table or knowledge that is from the book. They bring up the knowledge and the experience from the product development itself. The most interesting part I think to this journey was one-on-one career coaching. So there are times when people are a little hesitant to ask questions directly to Lazi because there are multiple people. There is second two people, everybody will build opinion. So, but this career coaching or one-on-one career counseling helped a lot of people, including me, in clearing my doubts on a personal space. If I want to ask and you want to understand something in a very different way, so they will task us with some questions in our mind, saying that think of a scenario like this or think of a different scenario where you want to achieve this. That really helped a lot to me. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was the capstone projects. A capstone is something that you build on from the scratch. So you actually get to know your customers. You actually talk to a lot of people before you start your capstone project. Believe in this side for going in the right direction or not. Now, once you have that knowledge that you build certain confidence that you're going in the right direction, that actually provides a general level of clarity in terms of your thoughts, in terms of your process, and your go-to-market strategy. Yeah, so when I started this course, I didn't know what is the difference between a UI and user experience, UX basically. So I was under the impression, or I think many people have the impression that it's one and the same thing, UX and the UI. But when I started studying or when I started learning through our experts or the industry leaders, I got to know those are very two different things. UI is what you see, but user experience is something very different that only product managers can create. So it gave me a lot of clarity in terms of UI and UX. Not only this UI and UX, when I onboarded to this course, I got to know the fundamentals of product management because those are the most important building blocks of any product manager that you experience. If you don't know what the basics of your product management is, you cannot be successful product managers. When I started my career, I started with finance and then I turned into IT because I used to love IT. That was my passion. But I didn't know the product management role existed for a very long time. So my career spans across 2 decades. So almost for 1.5 decades, I didn't know there was a role called product management. So I was talking to a lot of customers, solving their technical problems. And when I became a testing engineer, I used to test the quality of software. And there were a lot of issues, obviously. So we were trying to mimic certain customer environment. And that's where I got exposed to certain product managers in our company. Now, when I got to know what they actually do, I was taken away. It was fascinating for me. And I took some time, but I knew that I want to become a product manager in my mind. I want to make products that are being used by customers that fulfill their requirement. And that's where my journey started for the product. The most important advice I would say, if you really want to become a product manager, sign up a course. Get your fundamentals clear. Get to know the difference between UX and UI. Like I didn't know the difference. Get to know what is the whole journey of an user from building a product to incubation to making it to the developers to making it to the market. All the experience will get emphasized. As a product manager, there are multiple things that you need to consider. If the customer's empathy is the most important thing, I would say. But there's also certain components like what is my company strategy. You cannot just go with customer empathy and probably no company strategy. Similarly, there are company strategies which might ask you to do certain things in a different way, but you also need to take care whether your customers will adopt it or not. So the first thing that I look inside a person that aspires to become product management, empathy as well as your strategy. If you have the right strategy, if you have the right empathy towards your customers, you can do wonders.